It's time for another episode of the Daily Blogcast for Internet Marketing, where every day we find all the best industry blog posts and turn them into something you can listen to, because reading is hard. Now, here are your hosts, Mark and Brian.
Hey guys, welcome to episode number 72. Hope you enjoyed your day off yesterday.
Who?
I'm bitter.
Oh,
our audience.
Oh, I see. Because we were here slaving away.
Yeah, we should have taken the day off.
I know.
So beautiful out. Southern California rocks.
Yeah.
All right. So anyhow.
Everybody that doesn't live here.
Yeah, anyone that doesn't live here.
You. I know the whole country's in blizzards
I know.
and horribleness.
Yeah.
And yeah, the past weekend and few days, it's been 72, 74.
Yeah.
Even the beach, 69.
Man.
Your favorite number.
Did you see what image I used on our episode number 69?
No.
It was just like, it looked like a bumper sticker, I heart 69.
Oh, that's cool.
Just to offend all of our female audience.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I have a couple little things in the news. I found this pretty funny game. It's called Donkey Kutts.
Donkey Kutts?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Donkey Kong with Matt Kutts. And there's,
Is it a game you could play?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I'm
like-
going to look it up right now.
Yes, it has a little Matt Kutts on there. And I originally found just the game, and then I looked up an article about it. But it's over at netvouchers.co.uk. And it says how to play the SEO game, social signals, increase your rank. So it's just like Donkey Kong. So you're cruising up the ladders and stuff. And if you hit like Twitter, Facebook, Google Plus, YouTube, it increases your rank. Audio, what does that say? Audio, a panda or penguin penalty?
Oh, so
avoid. It's not audio. So you want to avoid the panda or penguin penalties. So if you run into them, you're supposed to jump over them.
Yeah, I'm looking at a graphic right now, and it looks like Donkey. Did you see the graphic?
Yeah, I played it.
Oh, you did? It
Yeah.
looks like Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
And then there's like, instead of the barrels coming down to hit you,
Yeah.
there's little pandas and little penguins that come down.
Yeah.
This is so nerdy, I swear, but it's funny though.
And Matt Kutts is at the top.
Yeah.
But then you're also, I think, Matt Kutts down at the bottom. Or you're just a SEO guy.
Yeah.
Probably. And then it says, awesome content gains you more links and shares. Penalties can be fixed with a trusty SEO hammer. And then white hat, good. Black hat, bad. So you want to avoid the black hats. And it's pretty funny. It says, in the game, the article I found was from Web Pro News by Chris Chum. It said, in the game, social signals increase your rank, and you get 10 points for jumping over penguins and pandas, or lose the points if you get hit. You could also gain points for awesome content and more links and shares. Penalties could be fixed with the trusty SEO hammer. And he says, Kutts stands at the top like Kong himself, shouting out things like, no follow any paid links. Make your links from blog comments genuine.
Oh my goodness.
So that's funny. So little game. You could find it just by searching for Donkey Kutts. No, actually, go to the dailyblogcast.net.
There you go.
Episode number 72.
Now you're thinking.
Yep. I'm not even going to give you the website, so you have to go check it out. I'm not going to give you the website again. Or you can just hit rewind. Okay, and then I have this article from SEO Roundtable, Barry Schwartz. Haven't heard from him in a few days. I mean,
Like he talks to you.
no, I haven't read any of his stuff. Google's advice on infinite crawl pages in SEO. And you know those infinite pages that just keep on loading the more and more you scroll down the page?
Yeah, I hate those.
Yeah, so I guess in the Google Webmaster Blog, their team went over there. Their team over there co-authored a technical blog post on how to make those search engine friendly. Because the problem is that if you have infinite scroll pages, the whole thing's not going to get searched. So that's not going to ever show up in the search engines or anything. So Google's recommending that you convert the infinite scroll page to how do you say this? Paginated series by using the HTML5 History API. And it's just a little bit of code, keeps everything still on one page, but it makes it look like it's separate pages to the search engines. And it says Google's key points here are twofold. Number one, coverage. All individual items are accessible with traditional infinite scroll, individual items displayed after the initial page load aren't discoverable to crawlers.
Mhm.
And number 2, there's no overlap. Each item is listed only once in the paginated series.
Mhm.
That is, no duplicated items. So that's it for news.
Sweet. So, remember when Google used to actually do all the work and making sure stuff got indexed properly?
Yeah.
Have you noticed that now we're supposed to be doing all the work?
Yeah, that's true.
So they have all the money, they have all the engineers, they have
Yeah.
blimps, buses, barges,
Yeah.
and we have to like edit our website so their giant Google brain can like process the page.
Yep.
That's lame.
And you have to like it and share it
That's
and
lame.
send social signals.
I wonder if Matt's gonna link to Donkey Kutts with a no-follow.
Yeah.
That would be messed up, right? Someone like
Yeah.
stuck him in a video game and he's like a jerk.
He might be mad about it. I wonder. He shouldn't be mad about
Why
that.
would he be mad?
He probably will be, though.
You think so?
I don't know.
He'll remove their page from the index.
Yeah. I wonder if you do a whole page in Morse code, will Google still index it properly?
In Morse code?
Yeah.
I
I don't know why that popped into my head.
You're wacky.
Sorry, random.
So this is from venturebeat.com, and this was posted a little while ago, but I wanted to talk about Flappy Birds.
All right.
Have you played Flappy Birds?
Both my wife and my daughter have played it, and they're
Okay.
like sitting there getting super frustrated and like,
Yeah.
God, and like stressing out totally over it. And then I was thinking of downloading it just to check it out
Yeah.
because I looked at them playing it, but I never tried it.
Uh-huh.
And then my daughter told me yesterday, they're like, oh, you can't even download it anymore.
Yeah, but why do they need to download it? Don't they still have it?
Yeah, they have it,
Oh,
but no
you-
one else can
yeah.
download it.
So do you know the history of it? Because I'm going to tell you right now.
Nope.
Just
Tell
say
me the
no.
history. Nope.
All right.
No history.
So it started by, actually did more research, Vietnamese
Nice.
developer Dong Nguyen. And
Great name.
I only wish you would have tried to pronounce this one.
Yeah.
And
Wait. Dong Nguyen?
Dong Nguyen. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Nguyen.
Oh, I thought it was
Nguyen.
Nguyen.
No, but his first name's Dong.
Okay. That's
So
always cool.
It is cool. So that's your nickname in high school, wasn't it? So anyway, it was downloaded more than 50 million times.
Holy cow.
I was hoping you'd say that.
I believe that is so...
Yeah, right?
Oh, God.
Right? What are we doing?
Oh.
So far, this is like the second ridiculous thing I've read. That's why I wanted to read these back to back. Like
Yeah.
the last couple of days we talked about, what was it, Viral Nova, and now we're talking about this.
Yeah.
We're totally doing the wrong thing. We're wasting our time. We're dumb.
Yeah.
So you're listening to two dumb guys talking about stuff.
That know nothing about
We
making
don't know
money
anything.
online.
We're just like, wow, you made
internet
$1
marketing.
million. So anyway, it's been downloaded more than 50 million times. As of February 5th, it had been sitting in the #1 spot of both the App Store and the Google Play Store.
Wow. That's...
And Nguyen revealed that he was earning, do you know how much he was earning?
God, I don't want to know because it looks super simple. The game looks crazy
Okay,
simple.
but the game's free.
Yeah.
So he made all of his money on ad revenue.
Yep.
So I'm going to ask you to
Oh,
get,
no.
what's your guess of what he was earning every day from in-app ads?
I'm just gonna say 75,000
Per day?
per day.
Wow, you've actually guessed higher.
Really?
But he was earning an average of 50 grand a
I almost
day.
said 50 and then I upped it because I thought it'd be too low.
Holy
Dang.
crap.
My-
50 grand a day.
That's nuts. My wife, I was talking to her about it and she's like, I don't even understand how that works. She's like, how do they make money off of, she's like, the app is free. How can he make any money? I'm like,
600.
traffic baby.
That's $600,000 a month, right? 50
Oh.
grand a day, 5 times. No, that's not. What is that? 5 times
250,
3,
wait, 2.
15. 1.5 million, right?
You said 50 grand multiplied by 3, that'd be 25. 15, you're right. Oh my God.
Remember I said we were dumb?
What was I doing? Oh, I was doing 5 times 5.
I don't know.
All right. So yeah. 1.5 million?
Yeah.
I hate him.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people hated him apparently.
Wow.
So yeah, it's 1.5 million. So anyway, on February 9th, he removed it from the app stores.
Okay. February 9th.
Nguyen said in a tweet that I cannot take this anymore, in quotes. At first, he seemed to enjoy his good fortune and tweeted frequently, but he also got a lot of criticism, in part because the pipes in the game look a lot like they came from Nintendo's Mario game.
Why wouldn't he just change the pipes?
Why would he care that they looked like it? That's the bigger question.
Yeah, that's true.
Who cares? He didn't elaborate much on his decision to remove the title, except to say it wasn't for legal reasons.
Huh. What? What an idiot.
Shh.
Sorry.
Be nice. So he said in a tweet after he removed it, he said, "Please give me peace."
Whoa.
Those who have already downloaded the app can still play it, but it's gone from both the iOS and Google Play stores. And then I saw some other follow-up stuff. There are people renting iPhones with Flappy Birds on it just to get their daily fix.
Oh my God.
Isn't
it's
that
crack?
whack? Isn't that whack? So that's the background on that. And I was just shocked. And actually, I talked to a friend of ours the other day about this, and he actually knew about the 50 grand a day. And that's what made me like dig deeper, because I sort of heard about this, but I don't really spend a lot of time goofing with apps.
Yeah.
And, you know, I see it here and there, but it's like, whatever, another popular app, who cares? So this post, though, is from VentureBeat, and it's entitled "How In-App Review Mechanics Pushed Flappy Bird to the Top of the Charts."
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so this is really interesting, and this is one of the few posts that I'm actually going to read in its entirety, because shockingly, there's not a lot of fluff in this one. So normally I like skim, but I can't skim, so I hope I didn't get yelled at for reading stuff verbatim.
Copyright.
But too bad. So anyway, we don't make any money anyway.
Yeah.
So,
sue us.
yeah. No, don't say that.
Yeah, don't sue us.
Says that if you've ever, this is from Michael Silverwood. He's an operating associate at Tandem Capital. So he said, if you've ever released a mobile app or game yourself, you've probably been asking yourself the same question through the whole Flappy Bird saga.
God.
How the hell did this game get to #1 in the App Store in the first place? Sure, a lot of articles have talked about how it went viral and why its gameplay is addictive. But as most app developers know, these are rarely the true drivers of initial growth. Yes, you'll need a kick-ass product, and if you can design it to be inherently viral, you'll have a huge advantage. But before those attributes can have any impact, you need your first critical mass of downloads.
Yeah.
So how does a game with zero marketing spend shoot to the top of the App Store rankings, a spot that many have estimated can cost over $80,000 through paid customer acquisition?
Dang.
I'm convinced that in Flappy Bird's case, it all came down to user reviews. He said, to understand why, you first need to know how the App Store's ranking algorithm works. And now I'm all ears. When
Yeah.
he said this, I'm like, really? Apple obviously doesn't make this public knowledge, but anecdotally, app developers have come to believe the current iteration works something like this. So ranking equals number of installs waited for the past few hours plus number of installs waited for the past few days plus reviews, star rating plus number of views, plus engagement.
Like
which
comments.
Which is the number of times the app was opened,
Okay.
and then sales. So all of those things all kind of link together,
Okay.
give it like some score. So he said Flappy Bird jumped from nearly 0 downloads to thousands back in December, something that is usually achieved through paid marketing, which means buying installs.
Right.
However, there's no evidence that any money was spent on traditional user acquisition. So how else could an app rise up to the rankings this quickly? Most developers focus on number of installs, but the important thing to note here is that Apple also pays close attention to user reviews and engagement.
Yeah.
Some have suggested that Flappy Bird developer Dong Nguyen might have used a bot service initially to download and review his game. And while this could definitely have sparked the first small wave of downloads, it seems that something even simpler could have been responsible for the wave of user reviews to come. A dark pattern.
A dark pattern?
Yeah, so now, see, we learned something new finally.
Yeah.
Besides navigation and SEO stuff. So in earlier versions of the game, there was a rate button at the end of each play session, and this button was placed in the same location that the player would tap to play.
Oh.
As a result, when the user wanted to continue playing, it was easy to hit the rate button instead. This is known as a dark pattern, when a user interface is designed to get users to do something that they would not otherwise intentionally do.
Oh.
The user reflexively remembers where the play button used to reside as they die and quickly taps there, opening the App Store review page instead. Isn't that brilliant?
Yeah.
He said, from all descriptions of how Dong Nguyen designed Flappy Bird and apparently lucked into his success, this button placement could have been chosen by chance as well. But what's important is that it made user reviews relative to installs skyrocket.
Wow.
So he said by scraping the game's iTunes data, Zach Williams was able to find that by the time it reached #1, Flappy Birds was receiving 400 reviews per day.
Holy cow.
One day later, it hit 600 reviews a day. And by the end of January, it was receiving more than that per hour.
Oh my God.
600 reviews an hour?
That is crazy.
He said, to put these numbers into perspective, App Annie reports that 400,000 total U.S. reviews for Candy Crush after almost a year and a half in the App Store.
Oh, man.
While Flappy Birds managed 700,000 U.S. reviews in about a month.
What?
That's insane. So
Wow.
Candy Crush, year and a half for 400,000. Flappy Bird, 700,000 in a month.
Oh my God.
Once it hit the scale, writing hilariously detailed iTunes reviews of the game became a viral phenomenon, and the dark pattern was unnecessary and patched out in an update. Although user reviews were definitely not the only contributor to Flappy Bird's success, I believe the role they played was extremely fundamental in the game's abnormal growth curve and are one of the game's most interesting data points. For a deeper dive into the review numbers, check out Zach's full analysis of the App Store review numbers and let us know in the comments what you believe made Flappy Bird such a huge success.
Wow.
That was
That's
crazy,
nuts.
right?
That's totally crazy.
Anyway, I was blown away by the amount of money, the amount of downloads, the amount of reviews, and then that whole dark pattern thing. I never knew there was a name for that.
Me neither.
But I definitely know that I've read of people that were designing ads. I talked with a guy who's one of the top guys in a mobile ad network probably like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And he was saying that there's a bunch of guys making a ton of money with apps and ads, ad monetization in apps.
Uh-huh.
And he was saying because they design they put the ads right by the control buttons that you click on. So they get a bunch of accidental taps.
Yeah.
But they make money because they're getting paid by the click.
That's that's a lot of people used to do that a lot.
Yeah.
Make it real easy to hit the ad on accident.
Right. And they make money per click. And the guy that's screwed is the advertiser. But
yep.
I don't know. I thought that was fascinating. So there you go. There's your other, it's been 3 days and we've given you guys two brilliant ideas to make a bunch of money.
Yeah. Go out there, create Floppy Birds or something.
Floppy Birds?
Yeah. Knockoff.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I've played a game like this before a long time ago. I can't remember it, but there's been a few that are exactly the same. Well, different graphics, but the same exact mechanics.
Yeah.
You press a button to keep up. And if you think about it, what about Joust? Remember Joust?
Oh, yeah. Totally.
That was kind of the same thing. Well, the mechanics were the same, but you weren't as a side scroller.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's just crazy how that stuff works. It's so weird. That game's nothing special. That's why I thought it was really fascinating to see how he figured out how it got.
Yeah.
How it was feeding on itself to get more and more popular.
I'm going to have to play that game now.
You can
rent my iPhone. See that. You have it on your phone?
No.
Oh, okay. My daughter still has it. All right. So I have a really exciting article to follow up on that one.
It's exciting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone loves this topic.
Is it by Barry Schwartz?
Nope. It's by Zamir Javer or Haver or Haver. I'm not positive how to say his name, but it's from Steam Feed and is 4 key PPC elements businesses need to revisit.
Okay.
You love PPC.
That does sound really exciting.
Yeah.
Normally you exaggerate, but now you're not.
I like PPC, but it didn't have a very exciting title. But anyhow, so the State of Paid Search report stated that ad spend was up 37% over last year. And another study found that 72% of marketers plan to increase their PPC spend in 2014. So apart from ensuring they create ads that people actually click on, there are a few important PPC elements retailers need to go back to if they want to make the most out of PPC. So number 1, quality score. Go from good to great. And the higher your quality score, the lower the CPC. And you actually also get to pay less for the cost of the click. So you definitely want to do that. Some key elements to improving that is, the things that trigger your quality score is the expected CTR of your keyword, the past CTR of your display URL, the overall CTR of the ads and keywords in your account. So there's a lot of different factors.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was all these.
Yeah.
I thought a lot of it was the landing page quality was.
That's part of it.
That was my biggest one, I always thought. The keywords relevance versus your ad versus what the customers are searching for. Geo-targeting success ratio, on-site ad performance, and ad performance across different targeted devices like mobile or tablets, desktops, laptops. So you could improve on all those and pay less for your traffic. Is pretty much what that comes down to. Number 2,
You should have just said that at the beginning.
well, I liked how it split up all the different things that contribute to it. I was like, holy cow.
No, there's a lot of factors.
Yeah, I didn't know it was that many factors. Number 2, remarketing lists for search ads. And I really like this, and actually going to be using it on one of my primary businesses because it's really hard to get in front of the eyes of appraisers, but we get a fair amount of traffic to our webpage. And so we're going to start remarketing with banner placements and stuff through the AdWords network and also on Facebook and LinkedIn and stuff. So if someone does happen to visit our site once or twice, decide, maybe not, they'll actually start to see us pop up a lot more. And I didn't know that the spend is a lot less too on retargeting. I mean, the cost.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of cool. So it said, Google came out with new ad targeting method in June of last year, which allows marketers to tailor their search campaigns based on user behavior on their website. You can now tweak your search ads, bids, and keywords based on the user's intent and context. And to make use of this feature, there are 2 requirements that need to be met. Number 1, the visitor needs to have visited your website before. Number 2, you must bid for the most relevant keyword. Also, you still need to bid for the most relevant keywords, huh? That's good. I thought that they were automatically just retargeting those people. So if they go on Facebook or LinkedIn, you would be able to still see a banner pop up just occasionally for that customer, regardless of any type of searching going on. I guess this is
for AdWords, though?
This is for AdWords, I guess. Yeah. So for it to show up on AdWords, then you still have to bid on keywords. I guess your ad can't just pop up randomly.
Mm-hmm.
You could adjust your bid.
Because it's text, right? Like it's going to come up in an AdSense block.
Yeah.
So,
So it's based on the search terms. You could adjust your bid to retarget high value customers and optimize the use of broad keywords, which other might not have converted before. It's important to note that RLSA, which is remarketing lists for search ads, will not work if your campaign has not been updated to an enhanced campaign. Oh, so this is remarketing, but it's an additional feature within Google for search ads.
Okay.
So you can make like lists of keywords, the specific audience, stuff like that. So more detailed retargeting. Number 3, AdWords scripts ignored because they are too technical. And he states that one of the most criminally ignored features of PPC is AdWords scripts. The fact that their usage involves knowing JavaScript means that they are overlooked by marketers who do not have coding knowledge. So it's a good idea to get that information or just hire someone that knows that information, or to, just hire people or work with people that know how to do it. AdWords scripts is essentially your very own powerful automation software that will help you program and schedule repetitive PPC tasks that are eating your time. So whether you're tracking your quality score, getting keyword performance reviews, checking for 404 errors, or changing the bids across multiple ad groups or keywords, all this can be automated for better time management. So it almost sounds like, what do you call it when you have a shortcut, like a built-in script on your keyboard?
Like a macro?
Yeah, like a macro. It almost sounds like this macro for AdWords. So if there's specific tasks and things that are taking up a lot of your time, you could easily, not easily, through JavaScript, you could have it do all those things I just listed. That's kind of cool.
That is cool.
Because I never get in there to do that enough. I'd rather have it done for me. Okay, so number 4, landing pages. If you want your PPC campaigns to deliver better results, you need to take a close, hard look at your landing pages. Everything on the pages, including the headline and copy, must be aligned with the ad copy and user intent. Focus on the message and make sure the importance of the offer you are making gets across to the visitor. Use the right images, and whenever possible, choose ones with emotive appeal. Calls to action must use the language that your target audience will clearly understand. Different personas need different degrees of persuasion, which must reflect the tone of your buttons. Okay, making your point quickly helps. Design a landing page for an impatient audience. I like that idea. Like really design your calls to action for people that you know they're not going to be there for long. So you want to really make it easy for them to find it, and imagine that they're just getting ready to leave quickly. Don't distract readers. They clicked on your ad to purchase a product, so it doesn't have to have a page that sidetracks them from the main goal. Don't throw in newsletter signups, pop-ups, or unnecessary imagery to them. So just keep it clean on those landing pages. So that's about it.
I don't know. I would say that I've heard people having success doing both,
Yeah, I think you could have multiple calls to action on a page, but your main call to action, especially if it's a specific advertisement for a product or something,
sure,
you really want that to stand out the most. But you could have secondary calls to action on your pages as well.
Yeah, so if they don't buy, they can also get in your newsletter, but I guess it depends how you do it.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't.
It'd be good. You should have I don't think they approve of exit pops, but if you did something like that, like a modal window that moves when your mouse leaves, or that pops in when your mouse is about to leave.
Yeah,
you can ask him to opt in or something. I don't know.
Yeah, or even all the way at the bottom of the page, like especially if you have a page that you have to scroll through, it doesn't hurt to have a second call to action lower down on your page as well.
Right.
So that's on that one. 4 key PPC elements.
Well, we only have 3 minutes left, basically.
Yeah.
So
right.
I don't have anything.
I don't have anything.
Do you have a really short one?
I don't. Mine are all
Damn it,
long.
you're paying attention today.
Didn't get me with that one.
No. Usually you walk right into those.
Yep, I do. So we could take off a little bit early. We didn't have a day off yesterday like our whole audience did.
I know.
Probably.
Week.
So, all right, guys, this is another episode of the Daily Blogcast, and we will catch you tomorrow.
Yep. See ya.
You've been listening to the Daily Blogcast for Internet Marketing.
Visit our site, dailyblogcast.net, where you can find show notes and links to all of the blogs mentioned in this episode.
While you're there, make sure to sign up to our free newsletter so you're notified of new episodes and get a bunch of goodies delivered directly to your inbox.
Don't forget, we need your support, so do us a favor and log into iTunes and leave a rating and a review. It only takes a minute and it'll really help us out. See you tomorrow.
See ya!